All right, let's talk about smart traffic lights. You know, the ones that are supposed to make our lives easier. Today, we're going to peek behind the curtain and find the real hero of the story. The secret sauce that helps an AI actually understand what's happening on the road. This is going to be fun. So we've all been there, haven't we? You're sitting at a red light, it's 2 in the morning, there isn't another car in sight. And you're just stuck there wondering, why? Why doesn't this smart light get it? It's a super common frustration. But what if the AI isn't the dumb one? What if it's just getting really, really bad information?
And that's the whole twist right there. The AI running the show, our star player, is actually incredibly powerful. The problem is, it's being fed a non-stop stream of messy, unreliable, just plain noisy data from the real world. And you know the old saying, garbage in, garbage out.
So before we can get to the brilliant solution, we really have to wrap our heads around the problem itself. And the problem is that traffic is, well, it's just naturally chaotic. And all that chaos gets baked right into the data the AI is trying to use.
I mean, think about all the ways this can go wrong. You've got sensors that just mess up. A camera completely misses a car turning, or one of those loops in the asphalt double counts a big truck. Then you've got the simple fact that we're all human. We show up at an intersection whenever we feel like it. And on top of all that, you get what are called external shocks. A fender bender, a sudden thunderstorm, anything that just blows all the nice, neat predictions right out of the water.
So this is basically the world our AI lives in. On the left, that's what the sensor is reporting. It's this jagged, spiky, totally unpredictable signal. But what's actually happening, the ground truth, is over on the right, a much smoother, more regular flow. The AI has to make its decisions based on the messy version, not the clean one. So yeah, no wonder it gets confused.
Okay, so to clean this up, we have to give the AI a better way to see the world. We need to organize all that chaos into something it can actually work with. In the world of engineering, they call this defining the state, which is really just a fancy way of saying, let's take a clear snapshot of what's happening right now.
And the tool they use for that snapshot is called a state vector. Now don't let the mathy name scare you off. Seriously, just think of it like the AI's personal dashboard. It's a simple, organized list of the most important numbers it needs to know right this second.
So, for a traffic intersection, a state vector might look something like this. Super simple. These Q variables, that's just the Q. How many cars are lined up going north, south, east, and west. And that V down there, that's just the average speed of the cars. That's it. It takes the messy real world and boils it down to a clean list of numbers the AI can crunch.
Okay, so we've got a way to describe the traffic. But how do we make sure that description is actually right, especially when our sensors are so unreliable? Well, this is where our unsung hero finally steps onto the stage. It's an incredibly clever tool called the Kalman filter. You can think of it like a coach for the AI, one that's constantly helping it get a better and better picture of reality.
The magic of the Kalman filter is that it manages this constant tug of war between two different things. On one side, you have the prediction. This is an educated guess based on physics and what just happened a second ago. On the other side, you have the measurement. This is the brand new report from that noisy sensor out on the street.
And it all comes down to this really elegant two-step dance. First, it predicts. The filter says, okay, given what I knew a moment ago, I'm pretty sure there should be this many cars in the queue now. Then it gets the new noisy measurement from the camera, and it uses that to update and correct its own prediction. It cleverly blends the two, its own guess, and the sensor's report to create a new estimate that's way more accurate than either one would have been alone.
Let's make this super concrete. Let's say the filter's prediction is that there are 19 cars waiting. But just then, the camera, which we know can be a little off, reports that it sees 21 cars. The filter doesn't just throw out its prediction and trust the camera. No way. It weighs both. It says, okay, my prediction is probably close, but this new measurement is useful. And it blends them together to land on a much more confident final estimate, 20 cars.
So, what happens when this little predict and update cycle repeats itself over and over again every single second? Well, something pretty amazing happens. The filter starts to systematically strip away all the random junk, all the errors, all the noise from the sensor data.
This is honestly my favorite way to think about it. The Kalman filter is basically giving the AI a pair of noise-canceling headphones for reality. It tunes out all the static, all the glitches, and all the random spikes, so the AI can finally hear the clear, true signal of what the traffic is actually doing.
So what does all this techie stuff mean for the AI agent, and more importantly for us guys stuck in traffic? It means everything. Because once the AI can finally see the true state of things, its decisions get so much better.
Because here's what happens when the AI is flying blind on that bad data. If it underestimates how many cars are waiting, say it thinks there are 10 but there are really 20, it's going to give you a short green light and create a huge backup. If it overestimates, it'll waste all that precious green light time on a totally empty lane while you just sit there.
And this, right here, is the big payoff. Without the filter, the AI is just confused. It's constantly reacting to phantoms in the data, making jerky decisions that cause traffic jams. But with the filter, the AI becomes confident. It acts based on a clear picture of reality, and the result? Well, it's smooth, flowing traffic.
And the benefits just stack up. The AI can learn how to control traffic way faster. The light timing strategies it comes up with are more stable and reliable. And at the end of the day, it just means a smoother, less frustrating drive for all of us. It all comes from getting that clear signal.
It really gets you thinking, right? The problem was never really that our AI was dumb. The problem is that reality itself is just incredibly noisy. By finding a clever way to filter out that noise, we can unlock these huge improvements. So it leaves you with this bigger question. What other messy, complex systems in our world could we fix if we just gave our technology a better way to listen? It's a powerful idea. Thanks for tuning in.